Hello and welcome to Auto Today. My name is Dhruv and with me is the 2021 BMW 6 Series GT. And as the name suggests, it occupies the middle ground between a 5 Series and a 7 Series, combining that very likable BMW driving experience with the ethos of a luxury limousine, offering you acres of space in the rear for those who prefer being chauffeured around. For 2021, BMW has given it a makeover and we're here to tell you exactly what has changed with the exteriors, the interiors, what sort of features you get with the new model. But as always, before we get to that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and please don't forget to click on the bell icon so that you get notified every time new automotive content goes up on Auto Today. And as you can see, the bulk of the changes on the outside are concentrated on the front end of the 6 Series GT. First up, you get this new headlamp setup with sharper, more angular LED DRLs. And this one is the BMW laser lighting setup, which is more potent than the regular ones and available on this one, the M Sport trim. The grille is new. It has been increased in size to give it more prominence, but it isn't oversized, thankfully, something that we've noticed in BMWs of late. Bumper is new as well with sharper cuts and creases, and again M Sport variant, so you know the regular ones, the lower variants will get a slightly different design, but this one looks quite cool, very sporty. The bonnet as well has been slightly revised with added contours to give it some more muscle. So inside the 6 Series GT, it is essentially the same as the outgoing model. You get basically the same dashboard layout. There are some changes to the trim and upholstery, but aside from that, largely the layout is the same. But there is a prominent change here, which is the screen. It's a 12.3-inch unit. It is a touchscreen. It is obviously, like I said, bigger than the outgoing model's touchscreen, and it also supports wireless Apple CarPlay and it also has Android Auto. Aside from this screen, another screen that is new is the one that greets the driver. Again, it's a 12.3-inch all-digital display, replacing the semi-digital setup of the previous model, which had those dials with rings around it. This is an all-digital display in line with newer BMW models. So yeah, it has that one weird issue where the tacho goes counterclockwise. It's not very intuitive, but that's okay. That's not really that big of an issue. And that is basically about it when it comes to the changes on the inside of the BMW 6 Series GT. Now I think it is time for us to get driving and check out the rear seat just to refresh your memories about what it's like in the back seat of the 6 Series. Now the rear seat, as I said, hasn't really changed. The rear seat experience is essentially the same as the previous model, but I just thought I'll give you a refresher course of sorts on what it is like to sit in the rear seat of the 6 Series GT, which is one of its biggest selling points, if not the biggest selling point. And as you can see, space is not an issue at all. This seat is set to my driving position and my height is 5'8" for reference, and I've just got loads and loads of leg room and knee room, and even headroom is very, very generous thanks to the way the car has been styled. And just to give you an idea of the sort of space you have, the wheelbase of this car is the same as the regular 7 Series that is sold abroad. We, of course, in India get the longer wheelbase version, but it's the same sort of wheelbase, so that is BMW's flagship. So you can imagine the kind of space this car affords, especially if you're going to sit in the back. And for rear seat occupants, you get this nice screen, individual screens for both people. The sunroof stretches almost all the way back, not quite over your heads if you're seated in the back, but it's still pretty generous, gives the cabin a very airy feel. You get your climate control settings over here and 2 USB-C charging ports as well, and headphone jacks, so you know you can plug in your headphones, watch something on the screen after a busy day at work. And these drop down armrests with cup holders are there as well. And that's basically about it. Oh yeah, before I forget, you can also recline the rear seats, and this is all electric, so the recline angle varies by about 9 degrees, so you can recline and just relax a bit more. The 2021 BMW 6 Series GT is available with two diesel engine options. The 620D gets a 2-litre 4-cylinder diesel engine, while the 630D variant gets a 3-litre 6-cylinder diesel engine. The one-way driving is the 630i variant, which comes with a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine, which produces around 258 bhp of maximum power and 400 Nm of peak torque. What has changed is the fact that this one is now available in the M Sport trim. So with that M Sport trim, you get an 8-speed Sport Steptronic transmission, which is just slightly sharper and quicker on the whole compared to the regular 8-speed. The differences are minor, slightly discernible if you're like really pushing the car, but yeah, not that obvious. In terms of the way the car behaves, the way the car drives, it's all pretty much the same. BMW hasn't meddled with that philosophy of the 6 Series GT of offering a very luxurious, very comfortable ride. That still remains the whole selling point of the car, like I said earlier. And to get a feel of what I'm talking about, even in sport mode, which is supposed to be the sportiest setting, as the name suggests, the car is still very comfortable. The ride quality still remains very, wafty, absorbent, and just plush. It's not like it gets overly harsh or anything, and that kind of sits well with the whole, positioning of the car. Like I said, for sportier driving experiences, there's always the 5 Series. The 6 Series GT is for those who prefer comfort and luxury over other aspects, and for those kind of customers, the 6 Series GT works really well. You get twin axle air suspension with adjustable ride height and adjustable damping, so you can play around with the settings. There's comfort, there's even comfort plus. Like I said, this car is aimed at the luxury aspect and just more biased towards the comfort side. So you get a comfort plus option, which is like the softest setting, and it's all very pillowy, soft, cushiony, and you'll enjoy just being in the car, lazing around in the rear seat, not driving as much maybe. But if you do decide to get behind the wheel, performance is pretty ample. With those generous power and torque figures, you get good acceleration. Now, although this is the M Sport variant, and BMW has mentioned that they have made slight changes to the gearbox and just made it better on the whole, plus this is a Sport Steptronic transmission, which is supposed to be quicker and just more responsive. The figures BMW has quoted for this car 0 to 100 is 6.5 seconds, and the pre-facelift version BMW had claimed 6.3 seconds, so I don't really know why it's slightly slower, but again, that's not going to matter much to most buyers. And the other thing that is probably not going to matter all that much is the fact that this car has launch control. It's a good thing to have, of course. You can always show off in front of your friends, in front of your neighbors or whatever, but yeah, this car is best enjoyed sitting in the back, and that's the place where you want to be. So the BMW 6 Series GT for 2021 is an overall better looking car on the whole. It's sharper, it looks more up to date with those fancy new LED headlights. This new color also helps hide the bulk a bit better compared to, say, a lighter shade like white, because the car can tend to look a little rear heavy because of the styling, and that styling is again a very unique proposition in this market, like compared to its chief rival, which is the E-Class, which is a traditional sedan. This one is slightly different and it looks more unique and more attractive. Is for you to decide, but yeah, it does certainly look more unique and will probably turn a few more heads than a generic sedan. At the time of filming, prices hadn't been announced, but by the time this video goes live, BMW would have launched this car, so you can head to the description section to read the prices, and also feel free to drop your comments below about what you think of the 6 Series GT, if you like it, if you don't, and everything else. And as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.